Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Now, first things first, let's go ahead and address the elephant in this very small room. If you guys have been following my channel for a while, you will kind of realize that I've kind of fallen off the face of the planet a little bit. And basically, for those of you who don't know me personally, I am actually a singer on a cruise ship. And when I first started my channel, I had just come home from a contract, so I was home and had plenty of time to film videos regularly. And in about July, I started my most recent contract, so I tried to pre-record a few videos before I left, but unfortunately didn't have enough to really fulfill the amount of time that I was going to be gone on this contract. And so we are now recording in my cabin on board my ship. I actually just bought a new camera. I didn't want to bring my really nice big camera that I normally film with at home because it's a lot to travel with. There's a lot of things to set up with the giant tripod and the lights and everything like that. So I finally got this camera that I'm recording on now. It may not be as high of quality as my other one, but I figured I did not want to go basically an entire year without producing any material for you guys. So here we are. You can see I have my mirror. This is literally my bathroom. I can sit at my vanity, which is where you guys are sitting, and literally right behind me is the door to my bathroom. And then in the mirror, you can kind of see the reflection of my bed, which is also right here. You can kind of see it in the corner. And then these things that, oh my gosh, I'm terrible at this with the reflection, but these things are actually on a wall right there next to the bed, and those are just photos of people from back home. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to fill you in briefly on where I've been. This is, like I said, this is the first video in this space, so I'm still trying to figure things out. Hopefully the lighting is at least substantial. I know it's not going to be as good as like my ring light and everything that I have back home, but this is a temporary thing. So let me know down below what you guys think. Let me know if you have questions about my life. I'd love to answer that because it is kind of different, you know. It's definitely takes some getting used to and figuring things out. You know, I don't have accessibility to Wi-Fi all the time, and I definitely have a very limited space in regards to filming. So yeah, this is going to be a temporary thing, but I didn't want to go, you know, the entire year without producing new videos. So that is my life in a nutshell, but let's get into the video today. I thought that today I would film a first impression / review on this little thing that I found yesterday when I was in Sydney. So for those of you who also don't know, my home port on this ship that I'm on currently is Sydney, Australia. So I'm from the States, as you can tell from my accent, but yeah, I was walking around their drugstore yesterday, and I just like to always look when I'm out of the country, especially traveling for my job. I love looking at items that maybe I don't have in the United States or that I've never seen in my drugstore or things like that, and this one in particular caught my eye, so naturally I had to snag it up. This is called Nanoblur, or it's by the brand no wait, maybe it's the brand Nanoblur? I'm not really sure. Okay, yeah, I think it's called Nanoblur, and it's by the brand Indeed Labs, if you guys can see that right there. So yeah, so this is called the Nanoblur, and like the big thing that got me right here is it says look up to 10 years younger in 40 seconds. So who doesn't want that, am I right? But basically what it says is it's the immediate correction of the appearance of skin aging, including the look of lines, wrinkles, crow's feet, sagginess, and enlarged pores. Psh, freaking sign me up, am I right? So obviously it caught my eye. I did quickly, when I was in the store, hop on Amazon to see if this was available on Amazon and to read the reviews. And it had about, I want to say 4 out of 5 stars. And I read a lot of the actual reviews, and most of them were pretty good. So basically what the back of the box says is, it says all that stuff that I just read, and then it says, our promise, look 10 years or more younger in 40 seconds or less. This advanced optical cream erases the appearance of skin aging, lines, wrinkles, crow's feet, sagginess, and enlarged pores within seconds without any tint. Essential for meetings, events, and dates. Sounds pretty cool. So the directions say, this product is based on advanced optics technology and is not makeup. When using without makeup, apply Nanoblur as the last step in your regimen. When using with liquid foundation, apply Nanoblur after applying your foundation. That's interesting. And then it says when using with powder, apply Nanoblur before applying your powder. And then it says, note, if your skin is very dry, you may wish to mix Nanoblur with your moisturizer. It looks like it's made in Canada. Yeah, made in Canada. The main ingredients are just like water, glycol, cross-polymer, dimethicone, glycerin. So it's kind of gonna be that glycerin-y feeling, I assume. So let's pop it out of the box and see what we have. Wow, that's the box. That's the tube. So needless to say, they have a lot of extra packaging in there, but this is the tube. So it looks like it's just a little squeezy tube. It does just say Nanoblur right there on, let's see if it'll block it. There we go, right there on the bottle. And it kind of just, it repeats what it says about the correction of the skin aging, lines, wrinkles, crow's feet, all of that. And everything else looks the same like it was on the box. So what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna put makeup on today. I kind of just wanted this to be a first impressions on my bare skin. So as you can see, I do have pores. I do have a lot of fine lines underneath my eyes. But my main problem areas for me personally, you know, we all are our worst critics, but my issue is when I do my makeup is pretty enlarged pores, especially like right in here. So I figured if this could help that, even if it's, like it says, it's a temporary fix, but even if this temporarily fixes it every day, you know, I don't mind adding this extra step into my makeup routine. So without further ado, let's unscrew the lid, pull the little plastic off it. Has like one of those little plasticky foil like little covers on it, and so it is just a little squeezy tube. So it doesn't tell you how much to use, so I'm just gonna, I don't know, like a pea size amount right there. I am going to, let me grab my mirror 1 second. Okay, so I've got my mirror. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to apply this. I'm gonna apply it to one side of my face first so I can look at the two sides and see if there's a difference. So I'm just gonna kind of rub this, pat this in. It also doesn't really give you any idea on if you are supposed to rub it or pat it or anything like that. So I'm just gonna kind of rub slash pat. Okay. First thing I'm noticing is it is very like sticky once you start to rub it in, and now it feels, oh wow. It feels very mattifying. It almost feels like the Makeup Forever mattifying primer. It comes in like the black squeezy tube. That is what it feels like. But my skin is very matte right now. Wow, it's like you can almost see like my fingers like skip across my skin because of the fact that it is so mattifying that it just like drags. Wow, okay. Let's see. Oh yeah. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see this on camera, but this side specifically right here on the inner part of my cheeks, because that is where I have the worst amount of pores, is dramatically, whoa, like literally dramatically less. That is crazy. I can tell that I didn't get any right here because like my fine lines, I have like 2 lines that go right underneath my eyes, and I can tell that I didn't get it up here in this corner because this part on the center part is dramatically less, but the inner part I can still see the fine lines. So I'm just gonna take literally the tiniest amount, like barely anything, and I'm gonna rub that right there. I'm gonna be close not to get it in my eye, or careful, excuse me, not close, but I'm gonna try to get it right there on that inner part where I can see that I missed the first time and see what happens. So when you first rub it in, it feels kind of just like a moisturizer, but the more that you pat it in, the more tacky and then eventually matte feeling it gets. It's like, I can't really explain what it feels like. It just feels like a really, really mattifying primer. Yeah, that is freaking crazy. Wow. So, upon first impression, I would say that this does exactly what it claims to do. Crow's feet, lines, wrinkles, sagginess, and okay, I was gonna say I didn't remember anything about pores, but it does say enlarged pores, and it definitely helps with my pores. Now I would be interested, leave me a comment down below if you would like me to review this with makeup, because I'd be happy to do that. I just wasn't planning on doing that today. I really just wanted to see what it did on my bare skin, and I can tell you from this side to this side, the pores are crazy different. but I would love to add this into my makeup routine. The one thing that I find interesting is that it says when you do your liquid foundation to put it on after your foundation. You would think that you would use this almost as a primer, right? Am I right? But you would think, yeah, you would think you would put this on before foundation, so that does make me a little weary. I'm hopeful that it wouldn't mess up, you know, your foundation, because if you're anybody like me, you prime and then you add your foundation, and you know, you blot and you blot and you blend into perfection, and I'm afraid that adding this after the foundation would really affect that, but who knows? I mean, that's what it says to do. So yeah, leave me a comment down below if you would like me in my next makeup tutorial to add this into the routine and kind of do a mini review on it used as that. But yeah, that completes today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, this was the Nanoblur by Indeed. If you are in the States, I know you can buy it off of Amazon, and if you're in Australia, you can buy it at your Priceline pharmacy, because that is where I picked mine up. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and hit the big thumbs up button and like this video. Make sure to share it with all of your friends. And until I see you guys in my next one, thank you so much for watching. Bye!